What's up, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Wiley in the morning. Okay, now we're going to play something exclusive. Check this out.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going. Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right, y'all. So, good morning. We are here with another episode of the Wiley Show, and we're going to get into the major topic. Okay, we're going to get into Meghan the Stallion. Okay, it came out on yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it because we were talking about other stuff, and I went to sleep because I was so tired and I was under the weather, coughing and stuff and like that. So I had to go to sleep. So Savage remix with the Queen, Beyonce, was on the record, and she was rapping. Okay, she was on there rapping, getting her thing together. Meghan on there saying, "I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening?" All that she was definitely doing, in that type of way. So I'm listening to the record. I see that Beyonce is on the song, and it's pretty much a Beyonce record. All of the flavor is Beyonce, little of her vocals in the back. Then you hear her rapping. Then you hear her little vocals. It is pretty much was a Beyonce. It was no comparison. Literally, she dominated the record. Now, I said she outshined Meghan in the record because she did. I mean, vocals, then she rapped, had good bars. She was talking about some OnlyFans. She one of her bars said Big B, and the big stands for bands. If you want to see some real ASS, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low, then swing. Texas up in this thing, put it up on this game. I've been popping my fame, gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. I'm hype, write my name and ice. Can't argue with these lazy bees. I just raised my price. I'm a boss. I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater. And my mama was a savage. Think I got this S from Tina. Okay? So you definitely see some bars from Beyonce. She just came in there just dropping some bars. And pretty much it was just Meghan was like her backup singer. Beyonce definitely did it in that thing. Then they said, I need a mop to clean up the floor. It's too much drip. I keep a knot. I keep a watch. I keep a whip. Oh, let's play a game. Simon says, I'm still a B. So So you clearly see her on there just rapping and dominating the record. Bugaboo, she was rapping. So Beyonce ain't used to rap. And I knew that Beyonce was one of the ones. Even Brandy wanted to start rapping once she saw Beyonce. According to my opinion, she literally wanted to start rapping, and Brandy started coming out being brand new. And then she started rapping. And then people didn't latch on to her rapping. Then she started to do typical Brandy stuff, started to play a little bit victim. And then she went on and she stopped doing it. That's one thing I don't like about Brandy. She's beautiful. She sometimes she'll throw a rock and she hide her hand. She play a little bit victim. She always do that. She always want to try something new. When it don't work, she play victim and don't want to give up. You got to keep at it. But I remember when Brandy was definitely doing it. But Beyonce, you know, if I didn't know no better, her being a queen for like, you know, borrowing people's stuff, sometimes she steal it, you know. Sometimes she will steal your stuff. And I remember I saw in the documentary her and her choreographer. She got up on there and said, yeah, they know we'll come there and we'll steal it and we'll make it better. Yeah. So a little history, Brandy had a rap record with Timbaland. If you go back to that old Timbaland, okay, you go back to that Timbaland, she had it like brand new. So you know how that goes. So make sure y'all definitely get that. So I definitely don't want to get canceled, but I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I'm honest. I remember I seen that she said, yeah, when we steal it, we make it better. Because she will allegedly steal your stuff and put that Beyonce sprinkle on there. Now, I'm not trying to say she steals. I'm just going to say allegedly she'll get up there and she will take your stuff. Okay? Now, that's all alleged. Many artists have came out and said that, and I'm going to tread very lightly on Beyonce, but you know, we love Beyonce. I'm just saying the rumors and the allegations that came up on Beyonce, okay? And last time I checked, she's still battling in court for the Blue Ivy trademark with another company. I think it was a wedding company, well, I think they're still battling for that trademark because she want to get the Blue Ivy trademark and they're still battling. You can fact check me if you want to. But I'm going to tread lightly. You know why I'm going to tread lightly? Because I'm not obsessed with these celebrities. You can't say none to criticize none of these celebrities. Some of these folks will have a heart attack. If you talk about their favorite artists, sit down somewhere. They just human, just like you. They quarantine just like you. Some of y'all take that celebrity stuff too much. Y'all get too aggressive with that celebrity stuff. Some of y'all say, I'm part of the Beehive. You can't even criticize when she do wrong. You can't even see it. You so blind. I don't want to be a fan of somebody like that where I can't criticize you when you do wrong. I don't want to be a fan of somebody if you do something wrong. I say it's right because you so blind. You drinking all that juice. Get somewhere and sit down. That ain't your God. She ain't get up on no cross for you. So sit down somewhere. Folks got mad. Folks unfriend me when I criticize Beyonce. Ask me, did I care when they unfriend me? It got so bad with her fans, Beyonce had to, publicist had to come out and make a statement because she was sitting down with an NBA owner's wife, and the wife came up and was asking Jay-Z a question, and Beehive, they went and harassed that white woman, and she had to delete her Instagram because they thought she was trying to get into Jay-Z. They thought she was trying to flirt with Jay-Z. Only thing that lady was asking, that innocent white lady, she just asked her, what kind of drink you want? And they went on and flooded her with messages and all that. The lady had to delete her Instagram, and the publicist had to come out and say, listen, if you really love her, we don't do stuff like typical. She had to tell her fans to calm down. Y'all sit there and that aggressive, but when she come out with music, it don't go to number one like that. When the last time she had a number one record? When the last time she had a number one record? I'm talking Beyonce, number one on the Hot 100 charts. Y'all sit down there and y'all be so aggressive to Beyonce, but are you rushing to go buy her record so she can go number one? When the last time she had a number one on the Hot 100 charts? When the last time she had a number one? Use that you love her so much. That's your queen. You part of the Beehive. When she released, I'm talking about a record Hot 100 for weeks. It should be up there for 19 weeks straight. When the last time she had a record, it was up there for 20 weeks straight. I'm talking about number one up there for weeks upon weeks. The way how y'all drink that Beehive stuff, you would think that every time she touched up, it'd be on the weeks for 12 years straight. Sit down somewhere. You ain't supporting her like that. Most of these people just be giving that Twitter support, Facebook support, and that's it. But we love Meghan, though. Meghan got up, and we're going to show a video of her crying because she's so overwhelmed because she was on the record with Beyonce. Not knowing, only reason why Beyonce got on your record, sister, don't sell yourself like that, is because you signed a deal with Roc Nation. And Beyonce husband signed you. And so she going to creep up on you because you're hot right now. And that's why she got on the record with you. It wasn't because your mama was such a fan. I'm just telling you what it is. I see that you're crying with that weave in your hair, that bob, that bob in your hair. I understand. I get it. But she only got on that record because Jay-Z is managing your career. She didn't get on that record because she loved you. So you can stop all that creeping and crying and standing up in your red drawers. No, you can stand up in your red drawers. I kind of like that. No, you stand up in your red drawers. It look good. You a good-looking woman. Good-looking woman. I'm a comedian and I'm aggressive, but I still love you. I still buy your records. See, I can talk mess. I purchase your records. It's all in my iPhone. I go to iTunes and download your records. So you can't say none that I don't buy your records. I buy your records. You got some good, beautiful lips and stuff like that. And I like your little raps. I really, really like it. It can make me feel all good, make me feel a little freaky. When I get it in, when I want to get it in on this air mattress, I play a little bit savage. I play a little bit bougie, classy, ratchet. I be all type of stuff on that air mattress when I hear your record. So no, don't get it twisted. But I did see you in your red drawers. Was it shorts or red? It was red drawers. How I looked at it. I don't know what it was, but it looked real good and stuff like that. I don't know who that man behind there. Let's play the video. All right, give me a second. This the early morning show. You got to laugh. We up in the morning. All right. Before we play that video, let's play my intro a little bit so y'all can hear that.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't go. Stop. Keep it going.
All right. Thank you for that intro. Now let's get into Megan Thee Stallion gets emotional about her Savage remix with Beyonce. Press play.
It's really crazy because, my mama was, a really huge fan of Beyonce. She used to make me watch a lot of Beyonce stuff. And it's when I met her, I was like, oh, my God. And I didn't want to be oh, my God, Beyonce, me and my mama love you. This shit is crazy. I can't believe we meet you. And it's just dog. For Beyonce to even do a song with me, I really only been out for 2 years. This is the beginning of year number 2. Beyonce. It's really crazy because my mama was a really huge fan of Beyonce. She used to make me watch.
All right, so y'all clearly hear that, and so she was emotional. But we wish her well. We are not hating because I think that's a beautiful thing for a sister that. And in the other video, I'm not going to play that because that's when she's up in her red drawers and her music was playing. We can't play that. But she was saying, I've been in the business for almost 2 years because this year is the beginning of the second year. And for her to work with the biggest superstar, the biggest singer in the world, one of the greatest entertainers in the world, if I say so myself, I would call her the female version of Michael Jackson of today. I believe so. With her live performances on the stage, singing live, dancing, nobody can really touch Beyonce when they're talking about live performances. That Sasha Fierce, that alter ego, she does an incredible job. So for her to work with Megan Thee Stallion so early on in Megan's career, that's not going to do nothing but just add on more blessings for Megan, right? And then Megan also worked with one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, Nicki Minaj. So obviously, Megan is doing incredible things. She signed good quality deals, and she's reaping the benefits. Okay, now I don't know how much money she's gonna get from all these deals. I don't know, but what I do know is that it's only going to benefit her career, right? And I thank her for everything that she's doing. I would love to interview her on the show. I'm not going to drag her if she tell me no, like Jason Lee did from Hollywood Unlocked. And this is the thing. I want to tell people, you all, and I want to pause right then and there. Thank you, Megan. Somebody said, well, Wiley burnt bridges with Jason Lee. No, I didn't burn bridges. I built a bridge, ding dong face, because Jason Lee saw something of me writing that book. I mean, not writing a book, of the reviewing his book, and it was a comedic gesture. So he put me on Hollywood Unlocked. And you see all these haters don't put that in those series. They don't talk about that on their show. They don't talk about any of that on their show. But Jason Lee did that. Why? Because he saw some talent, and that editor knew how to edit it. It made me seem like I didn't know how to read. I was on his mind. So y'all sit there and y'all be talking, shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. I even made that segment real funny over there. It was, they said that was one of the best problematic videos he ever made. And guess who was featuring? Wiley. So that'll let you know when I get on Hollywood Unlocked, I'm bringing the heat. When I come up in that place, I'm going to sit on down and I'm going to have a good old time with each and every one of them, with DJ Damage and with all of with Megan, not Megan, Jason. And what's the other gal name? What's the other gal name? Y'all let me know the other gal name. What's that other girl, that gal name that's on the show? You know, I know DJ Damage. I know Jason Lee. What's the gal name? Post her name in the chat. I don't know all these people's names like that. Post it. Yeah, Melissa Ford, she gorgeous and beautiful. Put me up on that show. I challenge Jason Lee. After that check clear, I definitely a challenge. Me and him above heads every episode. We'll bump heads every episode. So we definitely gonna try to get on Hollywood Unlocked, okay? Because you put me on there, you might as well put me on your show and let me co-host, because DJ Damage can stay DJ at home, because he definitely ain't got no personality. He just look good for the ladies. He just need to do like some of these other folks do, their boyfriends, and put him in a corner somewhere and have him to go cut up the lemons. That's what DJ Damage should be doing. He need to be in a corner, cut up some lemons, like some of these people boyfriends doing on camera. Put him in a corner and you say, I need lemons. He just come in, cut them up. DJ Damage on the plate, here your lemons, you know, something like that. Just slice it up, that's it, and sit on down somewhere, because he ain't got no personality like that. He's a very attractive man for the lady, you know, but personality-wise, no. His name should be DJ Snooze Fest. That's a little bit, because baby, he ain't hitting on about nothing. Now, Melissa, she looks really good. You know, she very attractive and she's intelligent. Look really, really good. But I don't like that she get drowned out by Jason ego. He needs to sit on down with that ego and humble that ego, eat that ego up. Just because Floyd Mayweather is paying for your staff, you shouldn't have no ego like that. Because if it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather, it wouldn't be no Hollywood Unlocked. Y'all would go out of business and let him withdraw all funding. It was because of Floyd Mayweather investments that Hollywood Unlocked is still standing. So, of course, you can pay for a good quality editor. If I had Floyd Mayweather invested in the Wiley Show, I'd be able to play for an editor and get a team of co-hosts. But best believe it's going to be better than what that show y'all doing over there. Because I agree with Tasha K that y'all have all them celebrities who can't get in the audience because they get tired of Jason Lee personality drowning folks out. And let me tell you, when I watched T.I. Expeditiously podcast, I wasn't the only one that criticized them cutting off guests. It got so bad, every comment they said, T.I., you overtalk your guests. You cut them off too much. But one day T.I. listened and he started to interview. He interviewed Tyler Perry. And I saw that change of him allowing Tyler Perry to talk and it was so beautiful. He didn't overtalk Tyler Perry. He didn't keep inserting himself with his Atlanta stories of him being a rapper. He literally allowed Tyler Perry to talk. And also he allowed Charlamagne the God to talk as well. So he done an incredible job. Why? Because he listened to his critics. And that's why it's so important to read the comments. I used to like her, but the way she's trying to do her label through me, I guess, loyalty, integrity, but don't mean anything now these days. And I know how people gonna talk. They're gonna say, "Oh, Wiley, you a flip flopper." Well, get ready. I might make some t-shirt, Wiley flip flopper. You know, merchandise coming soon. Because y'all call me that all the time. Is y'all gonna make me stop talking while I'm talking? No. But I want to also say this with the Jason Lee piece. You put me up on that. You ain't see these other haters talking about it. They just as jealous. And let me play this clip. Because somebody sends this is my testimony. Let's play a little bit of this. Where that at? Give me a second. You stay right there, Meghan. Oh, you're so beautiful, so intelligent. One day we gonna meet, and you in healthcare and stuff. Like, let me stop talking, because you might be my boss one day in healthcare. You might have to hire me and book me for a job. So let me not press the gas on you too much. I'm going to move on with a beautiful self. And you single, so I'm looking for a wife. You know, so you getting that bag. So you know you getting that bag. Let me play this video. All right. Oh, let me keep it right there.
You. And they got no idea that the gift you have, you never prayed for. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. The gift that you hold, you never asked God to give it to you. You got folk that are fighting you, and they don't know, I don't even want this. God done put it on my life. All I can do is flow in my gift. You know you're authentically anointed when people who got more than you don't like you. And you're trying to figure out why you attacking me when I ain't got nothing. I hope y'all tap this church. God said, if they hate you at this level, what they gonna do when I elevate you to you?
There we go. What they gonna do when I elevate you? You better say it. And that was confirmation. That was an on-time message for me, and I received that message because that's currently what I'm going through. People get mad, I ain't got nothing. You think I got $100,000 in the bank. If you're going to start that campaign, at least let me get a multi-million-dollar deal or something. These folks doing it, and no deal ain't even on the table. But that's what people do because they see the talent and they see the gift. And they see I don't need all the bells and whistles and soundboards for the gift. I just got a gift. I just give me a microphone, give me a cup of water. Even if you don't give me a microphone, just give me something. I can sit and talk, and I'm going to entertain. Whether it's 2 or 3 people, got it together. Them 2 or 3 people are going to have a good old time. And most folks, they just sit around, they look. They got to do cartwheels, backflips, nice top-of-the-line equipment, technology, and all that type of stuff. They got to cuss and call women bees. I ain't got to do that. I just sit and entertain and just give you great quality stories. And I haven't even started my campaign yet. I haven't even started mine. I'm too busy waking up early in the morning, working and building, trying to take this show to the next level. Seeing my name ringing out here in these streets. I wake up to so many calls from my haters doing stuff than anybody, and your haters gonna be your greatest motivators. Let's get into Jada and Pinkett Smith right quickly. So Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, y'all know they've been married for a long time. So according to the Neighborhood Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith pretty much said that during this quarantine that she don't know Will Smith. Let me read what she wrote. This is the most foolish thing I read today. These folks just be doing too much. They got too much money. They don't know what to do with it. They just say stupid stuff. But anyway, let's read it. It said, neighbors, it looks like Will Smith might need to take a seat at the red table talk again because quarantine has Jada feeling like she doesn't know him at all. Now, if you're like us, you're probably wondering, how is it that she doesn't know him if they've been dating since the 90s? Well, here's a little insight into her statement. According to Insider, while self-isolating together, Jada realized that she didn't know Will at all. Pause right then and there. See, this is what typical, and she could be telling the truth, because Will Smith was a highly successful actor, right? And I remember that they clashed because Jada was very successful in her own way, but she stopped because she had to raise the family, and Will was out there getting the bag. And when you're out there in Hollywood and you're doing movie sets over and over and over, you sometimes you neglect your family because you chasing the bag. You making a big house, you all of these type of stuff. And sometimes you do neglect your family, and your wife included. So I think during this time, a lot of new stuff she probably didn't even notice with Will, because he be gone all the time, traveling around the world, doing a movie, doing press junkies, doing interviews all over the world. So he rarely at home. She do her show at home. She ain't really on no movie sets like that. So now you are literally seeing your mate, and he can't go nowhere. Everybody is quarantined. So now you got to be around him constantly. And you see now that you don't even know your husband. You don't even really know him like you thought you know him. You know, and you really don't know him to the point that we're building a friendship. So in that type of situation with Jada, I can see what she's talking about. I can understand what she's talking about. She even struggled with having her own identity, just like some women married to successful men. They lose themselves. They lose their identity because they are in their man's shadow. They get overshadowed, and sometimes you lose what your purpose on life. And I believe Jada found her purpose by being a talk show host, be able to have an opinion. And a lot of people don't like her having an opinion because they're not used of a black woman having an opinion. If she was a man, they wouldn't question her like that, but you're not so much used to that. You only got only a few black women hosts, talk show hosts that really have have power that can shift culture. The only person that I remember had that type of influence and power to shift culture was Oprah. So when Jada produced her show, Red Table Talk, it's helping shape culture and push it a little bit because she be driving conversation with a show that is on Facebook. I never seen no one ever had a show on Facebook that can shift conversations and instantly can go viral and to be part of conversation, daily conversation of the things that she bring up. So I really admire her on that part. Now, let me continue to read. I got my commentary on that, so let me read. And then right here, she said, according to Insider, okay, I read that part. No, but life gets busy. And then you create these stories in your head, and then you hold onto to these stories. That is your idea of your partner. But that's not who your partner is, she explained. Will and I are learning to be friends. We're in the process of him taking time to learn to love himself, me taking the time to learn to love myself, and us building a friendship along the way. She also revealed that they don't call themselves married anymore due to the expectations that go along with the term marriage. But they said, whatever floats your boat, all I can say in my best Jada voice is that when she said she didn't know who Will was, I felt like she was saying it to me, Q's head nod. And this is what I want to say also. This is a sign that married folks need to spend more time together. And it's okay to go chase that bag, to work, but don't work so much that you don't even know who your wife is anymore or your husband is. You work so much, your family don't even know who you are. So try to balance it out, and especially in Hollywood, that it becomes, or anybody have jobs, and you be chasing the bag. And Monique said she did an interview, and she have an oldest son. He's around my age, right? And a lot of people didn't know she had an oldest son. And she said, we don't really get along because during the era when he was born, I was trying to chase and get that bag, to get that paper. I was a boss. I was chasing a dream. And so she would tell her son, are you happy? I'm buying you clothes. I'm buying you toys. You should be happy. Look at this big, beautiful house you're staying in. And she didn't realize till years later that what really mattered to her son was having his mama there with him, showing some emotional support, going to his basketball, football games. And so now with her other children, she get criticized because she said, I don't want to duplicate the same mistakes that I made with my oldest son, that now I spend time with my youngest children now because I understand that what's important is family. That's the most important thing. So in that Jada Pinkett Smith piece, I understand it. So with that is, they both need to work on that and take some time out and spend time together. I mean, how many more millions can you make? I mean, good God. I can understand if you ain't got it like that. You got to work with. You already a gazillion millionaire. You ain't got to keep making. How much million can you spend? Make sure you spend some time with your wife and stuff like that. That's why her hair was falling out. She was under so much stress. Jada was under a lot of stress because yet you got money, but you get neglected at home. Then you got your kids. They don't know if they want to be straight, gay, have hair. They have so many identity crises on a regular. So it's a lot that goes on. And that's why you have to make sure that you're there with your children and be there for your household. It's okay to be a provider, but don't provide and be out there so much that you neglect in giving your family emotional support. I should have said them kids having so many identity crises, but it's partially true of what I'm saying. And if you don't agree with any of my assessments, we always have that call-in number open. Okay, we got the call-in number. So if anybody want to call in this early morning, you are more than welcome. Now, I want to just tell you something that with this catfish story, right? It's a catfish story on my mind. Being a parent is a job. Jada has deep-rooted issues, though. On Red Table Talk, it was obvious when she interviewed Will. Yes, it's very obvious. It was very obvious. And before I get to catfishing, okay, because we ain't gonna rush off the show. I believe that Jada never wanted to sacrifice her acting career. I believe she did it because she think this is what it is, the best thing to do. And I believe she regret doing that, and she battles with that because she wanted to be so big in Hollywood. I never think that she wanted to give that up. And I think that hurt her to this day, that she sacrificed her Hollywood career for her children. And some mothers struggle with that. Some mothers, so they don't really say it. I've seen some mothers that regret. I remember I asked somebody, Mom, I said, do you regret having children? And she said, Marquise, yes. I battle with that because I felt like I lost myself. And this mother said, sometimes I take it out on my children because I really didn't even want to have children. And that's why I'm mean to them or aggressive to them. I don't show them the love that I wanted because I never wanted to have children. I just didn't want that. And some mothers and fathers, if you ask them, and if they're honest, some will tell you, I didn't really want to have children. I had it because I thought this was the right thing to do. And that's why I tell people, before you make that step to have children, make sure you know what you're doing. Because when you have children, you do have to make a sacrifice. It's no longer about you only. Your children is your top priority. Your children talk because they're going to work on your nerves. They're going to get on your nerves. And with this pandemic, I've been talking with a lot of parents. They go through a lot of stress during this pandemic because they be calling me upset because they kids with them 24/7 and some of them can't handle it, and I'm praying for it. And ain't nothing wrong with it. And I wish that every mother and father can have a break and be able to take some time off for themselves. But some of y'all definitely won't even get that. Some of y'all gonna have to suffer loss, and that's just me being honest. Some of y'all won't get a break, but I pray that you get one. All right, let's go into the phone lines. 9273. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Wiley. Good morning, Chet. Yeah, it being a parent is a job that you sign up for, and I feel like that is such an ugly thing for a parent to say that they regret their children. That right there is it because that's a part of you. I don't see how any parent could say they regret their children. I can say maybe you may regret the timing. Maybe you weren't really fully ready. But to say you regret your children, that is a deeper, in my opinion, that's a deeper issue of you not really loving thyself, because after all, that is half of your chromosomes, And now I can also say I do have a son that's about to be 25 that he, we don't have the best relationship. However, I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old son, 17 and 14-year-old sons, that we have the most wonderful relationships. I mean, I also have a son that would have been turning 13 years old today, as a matter of fact, but he passed away.
Sorry to hear
that. It's really hard for us as parents, and I just can't imagine a person saying they regret their children. That's deep. That's an ugly thing to say.
Oh yes, yes. I'd say from experience, I've seen my own mother say stuff like that, and that's how I knew it's a deep rooted issue. You have problems. You have some have undiagnosed illnesses that they don't never get help for, and sometimes they do take it out on their children, and they spew out so much dysfunction to their children. And so that comes within, and so that's what I try to tell you to. When you get older, like myself, I don't have the best relationship with my mom. And so the older I get, the more I realize that, it's some deep rooted issues that maybe she never resolved. And I can't hold her to that. I can't blame her for things that she didn't get over, trauma that she didn't get over. And I have to forgive her for that and love her through it. But it is a battle. I know how it is not to have a good relationship with mama. I know how it is not to be on the phone with your mom for hours. I talk for like 3 or 4 minutes and that's it. But that's why we as family need to do more talking and really go to counseling and really, really be honest about how do you really feel about your mama, and mama, how do you really feel about your son, and try to work through those issues. Because if you don't, you will have an estranged relationship. I can go without years. It was with my mother. It would been years since I would pick up the phone and call my mama. She had been in the hospital. I won't know nothing about it. Everybody else will call, but she wouldn't get a call from me. It was just that bad. And now it's a little better. We talk for about 5 minutes, but every day, that's when I know that we still got these deep-rooted issues. We never really had that talk. You know what kind of talk I'm talking about? I'm talking about the talk. The talk that how you really feel and how she really feel. We beat around the bush, and every time we try to address the talk, we clash. And I say, I hope and pray that we're able to have that talk. But with me, I just talk for about 5 minutes. I still there for my mother. I still love my mother. I still give to my mother. But I would love to have that typical relationship where you get along with mama, like some of these folks got, every day dinner or going out to the movies whenever this quarantine is over with. But I have to work towards it, and I pray that we get there. But anything else you want to share, man? Because you about to have me start crying on this show this morning.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I ain't gonna start crying.
With my mother too. My mother and I don't have the best relationship either, and I really wish it were better. But things like that happen, and like you said, you just have to love them through it, because you only get one set of parents.
You only get one set. Amen. Anything else you want to add about the subject? That's about it. That's what you wanted to share this morning.
Yes. My baby boy passed away. He's almost 3 months old.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I miss him today. It would have been his 13th birthday.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ma'am. You be strong. I'm definitely praying for you and your family. Thank you for watching us today. Honey. And thank you for calling in, sister.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. And you never know who watched the show. That's why you got to make people laugh in the morning, because folks be the most sad when the sun is down. People in this quarantine, that's why I make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. That's the gift God gave me. He said, make these folks laugh, Brother Wiley. Get up. Put that air mattress up. Get up and do your show. Lord, right now, I had to get up out that air mattress because somebody needs it. And you see that, don't you? That's why it is important to do a show early in the morning. It made me no difference. I got to be self-quarantined. I got 13 more days I got to be quarantined for. And while I'm quarantined, we going to do a show. As long as I got energy in my body to do so, we going to do it. Now, the number is 646-716-8447. Let's get into the catfishing. So I remember had a thought in my mind and of this guy that I catfished, and this was a successful catfish story. I had a picture, and we would go back and forth, and we would talk. I would get on the phone. He would hear my voice. This is the part that they always miss about the catfish. I always would send people a link to the Wiley Show. And they would say, oh, he looks good. He's funny. Or, oh, that eye, whatever. But they will always get a link to my show. So he came over and we talked. First of all, we were arguing. He said, how can you catfish? Oh, it's all for my show. Typical, blah, blah, blah. And we talked. Listen, we talked. And we talked. And after the end of the conversation, it was so well that we got it in, and I'm still cool with that guy today. But the same time that I had catfished that guy, I didn't know that guy, we was going to be friends and cool, but I catfished him. Surely did. Came over, we talked, got it in, had a good time, and we've been cool ever since. The question is, why did I do it? I did it because I was bored. I did it because manic. It's multiple different things, and I've been doing it ever since I was in 8th grade. Catfish, by different voices. I used to sound like my mom. I sound like the woman. I was very, very feminine. Before I was 18, I was a very feminine person, young boy. And anytime I go to McDonald's, can I get a number 2? Yes, ma'am. So I would get on there and catfish with my voice. Hi, how you doing? Yes. I'll get on that catfish with my voice. A professional catfisher. Professional. And we got it in. I was in 8th grade, thick, grown man. Grown men that I would have it, and they didn't care. So I went on, I did it. And I'm not ashamed of it. I know somebody mad about it, not ashamed. Nobody was forced. They came in willingly. Lights was on. You saw clearly that it was me. Really gonna do that? They had a good time. Great time. Wonderful time. And some of these folks that you seen on my show been catfish. You would never know it because they didn't fall in love with me. Yeah, I catfish you, but yeah, that was kind of umped up, but I got to know you. So I ain't mad at you no more, especially the stuff that you got. So I ain't mad at you no more. And shoot, yeah, you kind of look ugly in the face a little bit, but you got a little thing that I like. You catfish him into thinking that he was dealing with a girl. Yeah, I did, but that ain't gonna be in the series. And he knew I probably was a guy because I was a show man when I opened up that door, and we went and got it in because my grandma had a basement in her house. She had a basement apartment. So we went on down that basement and we got it in. And this was before YouTube. This before the internet. That was the part that was the party line. Sure, had a good time. It felt good. Do I regret it? No, I'd be lying because I had some of the best love making. All the people that I got in catfish, they got good gas money, food. Somebody didn't even have no food. I had a food stamp card. I didn't catfish a guy, he even had no food. And I gave him a food stamp card so he can get some groceries for him and his babies. Because him and his girl was at it. And I didn't catfish. He was on the down low. Well, he deserved to be catfished. He was on down low, and he started telling him about his problem, how his girl don't suck his peen right. And we made sure to handle that professionally and thoroughly. And he said he had no food, so we gave him a food stamp card. And he went on and got him some food for him and his babies. It made me no difference. But that ain't gonna be in the series. In order to get that version, you gotta come to the Wiley Show. I sucked it thoroughly. It looked like he had a lot of tension. So legally lap. He had a lot of tension. So he was stressed. So we made sure he left real satisfied, and he left with some groceries. So I profess it thoroughly. But that ain't gonna be in the series. Good looking man I've catfished. Good looking. I knew they wouldn't have the time of the day, but I knew if they just show up to the door, they'll fall in love. Last time I checked, catfishing is not illegal. Last time I checked, it ain't illegal. Last time I checked, catfishing is not illegal. It's not a crime if somebody use another picture. You just show up. You show up and you get it in. Where's the crime? You show up when the house got your back blown in. You get that willingly. They got you on camera buying lube and lubrication and condoms at CVS. They got you driving up to the person's house, going up in there, standing there and got it in. Where is the crime? The crime is you didn't care. You wanted it. Didn't care how the person, you know it, but you wanted to get it in and you got it in. There you go. End of story. Now they're gonna report me to the government. I sure gave my food stuff. Like, bam, here you go. Swipe. Because if you give a man some groceries, he'll come and bring that peen back, and he brought it back on a weekly basis. Him and his girl always got into it. She couldn't understand why he wasn't doing her right, because he went into her. You know, he didn't want. He told me. He said, "Man, I'm tired of eating her out. I don't want to eat out no more. She don't suck my peen." And ladies, this is 2020. This is the 21st century. If you ain't doing that, you ain't gonna keep that man like that, especially if he tried it. It's hard. That man might say he don't want it. It's hard, and that man experienced that. And you don't want to do that. And you shouldn't even tell nobody that you don't do it, because somebody gonna say, if you don't do it, I'll do it. Especially if he going down on you, lipping and lapping on you, while you can't lip and lap on him. That's unfair. When he wake up, he got grease and stuff all around his nose, got stuff all on his nose, he all on you, juices everywhere. And you say, get that. He put that thing, get that thing out my face. Get it out my face. I'm not putting that in my mouth. But somebody will. And you better not let him try with no man, because if you let a man do it, you done lost him. I don't care how straight it is. You better not let another man go down on you. You might fall in love with it. You better not even try to let no man go down. You gonna fall in love, especially if you, there's a whole lot of, especially if they know how to vogue. You done lost them. They know how to vogue and put on wigs and makeup. You done lost that man. You could say goodbye, nah, hey, goodbye. You might as well just sing that song, because you done lost your man, gone. So, but is that an excuse to go cheat? No. Be honest with your woman and say, lady, man, I gotta leave you. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I like this. You don't want to do it. So I want to go this way and have Billy. I want Bill to do this for me. He do it right. You don't do it. Be honest with your woman, right? If you don't like her, you no longer try, let her know. Don't lead on. Don't lie to it. Let her know. He came to blow it back out. He ended up getting his back. Well, no, he no. Yeah, he came. He thought he was gonna do that to me, but no, not gonna happen. I do the back blowing. You ain't putting that inside me. No. I'm just letting you know. Shout out to all my moderators, even moderators doing videos about Brother Wiley that used to be over yonder. Moderators that came over here and gave good money. And I don't drag people that gave me good money. Weekly payments they gave me, and they leave and stuff like that because things didn't go their way. That's fine. You have a choice to leave. Ask me, do I care that I'm gonna lose an ounce of sleep? No, I'm gonna keep moving forward. Somebody blocked me on Instagram last night, called me and blocked me. So I blocked them. So just in case they try to unblock me, they still will be blocked. You ain't gonna play no games with me. I'm not obsessed. I'm a man. I don't chase. There's too many women out here. There's too many opportunities out here for me to chase you. You ain't that worthy for me to chase. I done got blocked and then they unblocked me. Now, voguing is clap, clap, ow. Come on, vogue in the music. Come on, vogue. You know, all that stuff. They turn around, twist in circles, and they fall down and all that. Go and watch polls. Some of y'all better get caught up in the gay university. That's why y'all losing y'all man quick, fast, because y'all uneducated of the culture. Why you worried about how Wiley flip-flopping? You better learn. You better hope and pray that your man ain't flip-flopping for another man. Why you worried about me being a flip-flopper? You a flip-flopper. You better hope and pray your man ain't on his belly flip-flopping for Bill. Why you have to worry about me being a flip-flopper? You better hope your man ain't flip-flopping on you. Some of y'all gonna be hurt. Sure. Don't get mad at me. Yeah, part 88. They can't even do it no more. They done lost. They done lost. The series got canceled. They so ignorant. We gonna keep it going. They just keep it going, and everybody just they got turned off from it. So I haven't catfished in a long time. We done catfish. We don't need to catfish no more. I'm Wiley. I'm a superstar. I can just pick up my phone. I got so many numbers I can just call now. I get on the phone. Hey, what's up? Hey, Wiley, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing, just doing my show. You still doing your show? I'm gonna have to check your show. I seen you on Facebook. What you want? You already know what I want. Point about it, are you willing to come over? I ain't really got no gas like that. Don't worry. What's your cash app? I seen you some gas. You know, gas only $1 and something. Okay, you gonna send the gas? I since you like that. Okay. Okay. I can't be over all night. I got working on. Don't worry about that. We'll get you out just in time for work. You ain't gonna miss work. All right. Let me know different. Just get over here. I didn't ask you if you had work in the morning. Get over here because daddy wants you. Drop everything. Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. If you run to do a series about that, you just as dumb have I look. I'm outside. I come in, we listen to our music, and we come in, get it on, you know. So, yeah, I have catfish. That is true. I never drugged anybody, never forced anybody to do something they didn't want to do. Everything that I've done was consensual. Everything that I've done was very consensual. And people don't like that. They can't imagine Brother Riley is still here. And we had a good time. And those were the days that was during my era of catfishing. And I've done it and I'm no longer doing it. I'm retired from that. I gave up my catfishing profiles. And now I'm Wiley because I am I know I look good. And now that I can make you laugh, I can make you laugh the draws right off you. Before you know it, I'm ready. I'm ready. You so crazy. I can make people laugh. It was this good looking woman. She used to dog me. Ew, you call me ugly, laugh, dog me out. And eventually I started talking to her. I creeped in, saw her sitting down somewhere, and I sat down. We were talking. Something she was going through at the time, and that was my entry point. We started talking about my life, everything, and we started laughing. I want to make her laugh because she was really sad. Next thing I know, one thing led to another. I sent her my number. I said, if you ever want to talk, we can talk. First, it started out with she never called me. Then eventually she called. And she said, it was like real late. Around real late. Hello, can I speak? So is this Marquise? You know, this is when you really know me if you call me Marquise. This Marquise? Yeah, this Marquise. Who this? Well, this is such and such. I'm like, hey, what's up, such and such? You know, you got time to talk? I got to get something off my chest. Yeah, tell me what's wrong. He's just going through something. You know, last time we talked in the room that, you know, about my man and such. So she was getting out her business and stuff. And we were talking. I was schooling and talking real good. So it's good. Pretty much I said, skip that. I said, skip that. Dump him. He ain't no good. I want that. So eventually, she didn't really resist him. But one day, we had a card game at a place I was staying at. We was playing Uno or something. And she came over. And it was just me and her. And we went on and did what we did. Yep. Mm-hmm. And it was incredible because she was going through something. She needed something. She needed something right then and there. And I was able to supply that need. And she left very happy. I knew she wasn't going to dump her man for me. I mean, the man had a good job, but he just wasn't satisfying her emotionally, making her laugh and getting it in the bedroom. He wasn't doing that. The only thing he was doing, you know, cheating on her, making sure the bills were paid, but he would cheat on with everybody, you know. So she needed emotional release, and I gave her that, and you know, in return, we helped each other. So I went on and gave her that. You know, she needed it. I was there to provide it. Y'all just know me on the camera. You don't know me behind the scene, how I talk. You'll be surprised how I be getting in, be flirting, macking. I be landing on you. I get a scripture to flirt with you with a scripture. So, you know. So yeah, it's just definitely great. And I listen. And I definitely listen to women, and I love to listen to them talk. You know, I'm a good listener, and I'm an interviewer, so that's my gift. So I ask the right questions to get the right answers. So I love it. Just giving it out like it's charity work. So we have a good conversation, and that was successful, and it was beautiful. Is I'm perfect? No. But have I ever take something that somebody didn't want to give me? No, I would never do that. Never take something from somebody. Never would put something in people drink. That's foolish, number one. And number two, I'm not that at all. And so when people try to put that in there, they only doing that because they mad I can make people laugh. They still can't make people laugh. How you have a whole story and people leave and they falling asleep? How you gonna try to tell a story and people, you can't even get to the story. They didn't fell asleep. You want to do a whole series, people. Capitalize off of that, but just successful. And I would say this, when I would do interviews, I can bag up what I say because I said catfishing. I was one of the first ones in this sector to admit that. And Uncle Tim came out and said he was catfish before. And that's very common in the gay community, very common in the community with that. And it's a danger with that too. Let me tell you why. Because it is some people that is homophobic that created accounts that lured in people and robbed them, and some didn't make it. I've known somebody that I met off an app. He recently lost his friend because of that situation. Someone used a picture. It was somebody homophobic. They use a certain type, like an account of pictures that they use. They're very attractive, like a little thuggish looking, rough looking, you know. And he pulled up and they robbed him, and then they took him out, and he got set up. Yep, he got set up, and that's why I said that's a danger of the app, and that's why you shouldn't be on it. But they don't talk about that piece, especially if you say, "Hey, meet me in the alley." I ain't meet you in no alley. Meet me around the corner. It's just pitch black. You better run. It was a person. He met somebody off an app. I think it was Jack. He got into the car and he said, "Wiley, I got into the car. Then some other guys got into the car." And he said, "If I don't jump out this car, they gonna all gang up on me." So he had to open the door and he jumped up out of the car. Because he said, "Wiley, if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't be here." Because he saw all these weird guys all in the car. And he in the car, and he said, "Man, I had to delete the app because I shouldn't have did it." He was so wild. He always wanted to get it in, and he always loved certain type of guys. In this particular time, he almost got set up. So you literally you was on Jack when you got jacked up because you had to roll up out of the car. And I said, if you'd have just listened, paid attention to me, I could have gave you some. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it like that. You know, we both attractive. No, I ain't say that. We were just cool. I was real funny with him. But he went in that car and he jumped out. And that's what happened. And you got to be careful with using that. You got to be careful. It was another guy in Atlanta. I think he was in his 40s. He had a bald head. And he was on Jack. And he invited the guy over. And he was outside barbecuing for the guy, cooking for the guy. I think they said he was barbecuing. And the guy came over and murdered him in his own house. And only how they caught the guy is because he was smart enough to have cameras in his house. And that's how he caught him. It's a true story. You can go, it's on the media. You can Google that. It definitely will pop up. And one of the cast members from Chasing Atlanta came out and said, "Hey, this person hit me up on Jack one time." And he hit up this person and he was in his 40s barbecuing for him. Yes, you remember that story, Jay? You guys get, so I tell people just don't use the app. Because I don't use it no more. I don't. I could have done a lot of things with it. But I said, nope. I said, it's time to close the app out. So I'm done with it. Because I don't need it anymore. I'm a public figure. I can meet somebody in a grocery store, flirt with them a good time, and have a good conversation. We get in it like that. Meet somebody at the library, you know, at a coffee shop, at Walmart, you know. You could just have, or go out, you know, go to a bar. Whenever stuff open back up, go back to the old school way. Or you just meet people, go to church and meet people. But you want to be careful on those apps because it's getting very, very dangerous to be on those apps more now than it ever been. That's serious because of their own and fears. They take somebody's life or harm them in any way. Yeah, you got to be very, very careful. And I can have a conversation with you about it. In Chicago, it was very big about that. And one time I was on there, and it was a guy, and I knew he was a robber, and because I just knew it, because I just study people. He said, yeah, and I would have, you would have came, we would have did this to you, and da 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 da. He got real mad. But I said it exists, and as I said, y'all got to be careful being on those apps, and not just that. Craigslist, Tinder, Christian Mingle, all of those sites. And I just read an article of a guy that were catfishing people on Grindr, and it is all on the internet. So you just want to be very careful with doing so. You can meet dangerous people anywhere. Absolutely. But on those sites, that's that percentage goes way up. And that's what you say you want to be it's dangerous all over, but especially on those apps. A college student got cut to pieces by a man on Sugar Daddy app. I have known a few women assaulted because of that app. Right. So you got to be very, very careful. And that's all other apps. And so that's like a whole conversation. And like I told my producers, I said, listen, I'm going to turn this mess into a message. I'm going to turn this mess into a message, because we're not ashamed to address controversy, drama. I embrace it. I'm not afraid for you ain't addressing people. They ain't gonna come on my show. This is the Wiley Show. Get your own show. You shouldn't even want to come on the show with me. Get your own show. Get your own show. And these folks want to bring all type of stuff going on, yet you want to worry about Brother Wiley. All because I said you shouldn't be on the bottoms panel. The panel's still boring. And I saw somebody creep up down in a comment. This guy creeped up down the comment. That guy better stand down. He don't want my auntie to call his pastor no more. I think my auntie called his pastor, or my auntie called his co-worker. I don't know how my auntie got this man information, but my auntie called his pastor, and she called him and said, sir, he's making fun of my nephew. He's bipolar. Yeah, my auntie called. She really did. He making fun of my nephew. He got bipolar. He making fun of him. He supposed to be a pastor, and he making fun of my nephew. And they scolded him. He got mad at me. I didn't tell my auntie to call. That was my auntie. She called. I didn't give her no authority. She felt convicted. She said she was my aunt. If she say my nephew, what does that mean? Me. That's the nephew. I mean, if she say nephew, that makes her the auntie. It's even more boring than what it already was. Exactly. It really exactly, so you can't get mad because I gave an honest assessment. Most people in this chat knew that it was boring. You done lost it, and the person that's holding his content, they got boring. But I guarantee if you talk about Wiley, he'll get some clicks and views and some excitement. I bet you when they talk about me on that panel, it'll be some excitement. That guy neck that look like that, that neck gonna get fixed up when he talk about me. I dragged him so much, his neck got straightened. Start cussing me out. He got real mad. He ain't nothing but a flip-flopper. He be in other people chat. How you flip-flop and go to other people chat? Yo, head man that made you go there and super chat another woman that's dogging out your co-host, and you in there super chat. That's why that neck is bent. That's why that neck is twisted aside. You just be flip-flopping and moving to the side, all up over there in that chat. And then you get on the panel, act like you love him. You don't love him. You be over there sending them shady super chats. It shall have the highest views when you clicked on the stream. When I clicked on the stream, y'all, thank you, D1, had the highest views. They couldn't compete. You don't see them folks doing no beef. Yeah, they'll talk about a woman that's greasy, but they ain't gonna talk about Brother Wiley because they know I'm gonna drag you from here to there. I'm gonna drag you when you was a little boy up to the point when you start putting on wigs and dresses, and then I'm gonna drag you when you first auditioned for RuPaul, then you went there for the third time. I'm gonna drag you when you start to try to do your drag shows when they used to throw canned goods at you on stage. I'm gonna drag you in that era, so you don't want to have no debate with me. But you'll talk about a woman that's greasy because you already know it's easy to talk about her because she's gonna start cussing and be ignorant and stuff like that. So that'll be good to do that, but you ain't gonna come down this road and talk. Try it if you want to. Try it if you want to and watch how I'm gonna just roast you just sitting back, leaning back. And I ain't even saying these people's name because I don't need to say their name. RuPaul said no. That's all you need to know. And if I hit the lottery tonight, this morning, she'll be right up over here. She'll take a flight. Hey, Wiley girl. I heard you was looking for me. Here I go, daddy. Get away from me. I don't know you. I don't want you. I want Nick at night. You have been replaced. I want somebody with some sense. You ain't got none. You stay where you at, girl. Stay where you at. Security, throw her out. Escort her out immediately and clean up all this grease. Clean up all this grease. Escort her out. I don't know how she got in. I knew I smelled some burnt grease. You know how you smell that burnt grease because I burnt me some chicken and I smelled some burnt grease. Burnt grease got a certain distinct smell. You know that type of grease when you fry chicken in there for 3-4 weeks straight. Woo, I smell some old burnt grease up in here. Woo, woo, woo. It lingers. Get out of here. Out immediately. And you shouldn't run on camera up that thing that I'm talking about you because I ain't saying not a name. That I don't need to. I couldn't believe that. Then you have one person on the panel was just crying. You know what? Skip you, then. I'm done with this panel. He don't even know me. He don't even know me. Why you got him on here? He don't know me. I told you he don't know me. He be interviewing people. You don't know me. Got up there crying. Made an up-plump fool of himself. You don't end up in the grave. Not crying like that. You don't end up in somebody's padded room doing all that crying. You get yourself bamboozled. You making Wiley cry. You know you need some assistance and some help. And Wiley making you cry like that. Maybe you need to be in part 88 to add some drama to the series. So tell us what Wiley did to you. He said that we knew each other. I don't know him. Sir, twist up the dreads. You know he gonna wear his dreads. You know the dreads that's glued to his cap. Put him in a series. Put him in 99. Someone sit down. I've never seen a man take so many breaks off of YouTube and then come back the next day want to cuss everybody out. You think you ain't gonna get dragged because you done lost somebody? You think we just gonna sit here and let you have your repass in peace after you done got through dragging everybody? You think you ain't gonna get dragged? Sit down. Please, you weren't even thinking about mourning. Soon as you get dragged, now you want to mourn. But you want mourning when you call people B's and A's and CC's and all that type of stuff, saying I beat my mama. You were saying all that stuff. And I clapped back. You couldn't even handle my clap back. Couldn't even handle it. You have to, all that crying you doing. Please, come on over here on the Wiley Show so we can make you strong. All that crying. You hang around all them women. A man's supposed to be hanging around with men. Have a problem with a man that hang around numbered women all the time. Don't want to hang around no man. You get so emotional. You cry on the drop of a hat. You can't even say nothing to you. You can't even say something with too much authority. It make you cry. And then you want sympathy when things don't go your way. But you can just cuss out everybody. Let somebody say something about you, you will cry. Left the panel. He left the panel so many times. I'm leaving. Come back next week, cussing everybody out after he got through moaning for a couple of days. We come back, not humble, just cussing people out. And they just get something that make them cry. That's why I tell you, if you can dish it, you should be able to take it. I dish it and I take it. Just like that. Dish it and take. I get dragged. I be on people's show. I was on Brianna's show one time. I was getting dragged for 13, 14, 15 hours straight. I think it was 6, 7, 8 hours straight. They was cussing me out. I didn't cry. I didn't run. It was so good that Brianna got disturbed with her own team. Jealousy was produced. They ain't like that Brianna got exclusive. She got clicks of views. Now that woman get 3, 4, 500 views in her chat now. Ever since we left her show, she have been growing ever since. And I just sat there in the shame shoe. My booty was so sore for sitting down. But I helped that sister out. And she been growing ever since. Everybody can't say that. Some stuff out of the room and comes back in. Everybody can't say that. Then you got one person over here. He wanted to work with Brother Wiley on the bottoms panel. He wanted to work with Brother Wiley. Came over here. He talks about politics. Good guy. But he shook and scared because he don't want to be kicked out of the clique. Sounded like Michael Jackson. You ain't Michael Jackson. Sit down somewhere. I'm just trying to say this and all this. Trying to talk like you meek and humble. You ain't meek. You're not humble. Then when I got on the show, you start cussing and getting mad. I thought you sound like Michael. You bringing out that ghetto. Just got so ghetto, tried to drag me. But when you get on the bottoms panel, oh, how y'all do? Try to sound like you so intelligent. I like them too, but you love to be a follower. You supposed to be the next Don Lemon. Get all over here so you could be strong. Step into the lights so you can get you some clicks and views. That's why folks don't follow you. You don't have no personality. Because when I challenge you, you get a little personality over there. You're attractive too. You already know who you are. But you don't want to, you want to be in that clique. But you want to drop down in the series and you be the main one. I'm not in no mess. I don't be on YouTube in no mess. I just talk about politics. Liar. You don't just talk about no politics. You be in the mess. I saw you when you was in that series. Creeping up out the bushes. And then when you get I just talk about politics. Yeah, you on your platform talk about politics, but you sure be messy everybody else. Sure be messy. I'll be seeing you right there in that chat. I saw you with my own 2 eyes, with my glasses on. I said, oh, I thought he said he wasn't messy. Be right there in the mess. Get on that platform. All them imposters, y'all trying to act like y'all so professional. Liars. Sit down somewhere and get up there and be your real self so you could get some clicks and views. Oh, gosh. Whew. How y'all doing out there this morning? How y'all doing out there this morning? Y'all feeling good this morning? I see all y'all up in here. We got 100+ people in the chat this morning. So y'all up early this morning. Let me show so those people that missed my intro. Let me play that real quick for those that missed it. And we do have the phone lines open if you want to call in, whatever you want to share. If you're professional, get on here being ignorant. But we do have the phone lines open. Let me play my intro.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right, so the taste of upgrades that we have for the Wiley Show. So we want to thank our team for that, and so we taking it to the next level. But this is what I want to say, and I say this, and I say this humbly, and this is why your donations goes back into the platform, right? And shout out to the lady that funded us to get a green screen. It's supposed to be coming in a couple of weeks. Our green screen should be here, so you definitely see that because somebody sent us a cash app and they put on that green screen. So I went on Amazon that day and purchased a nice green screen. So that should be coming in a couple of weeks. So thank you so much to that sister that did that. So when you see that, you see where your money is going. So and I say this, and I'm going to play another video. This is the morning show. Let me play this video, and I'm going to do commentary on this video. But before I play this, shout out to the people that is in here, and thank you all for subscriber. We reached a goal of 9.8 subs. So we've been growing. 9.8 subs. Don't forget, Patreon people, we will be live on Patreon. We will be live on Patreon. So y'all get up there in the daytime live on Patreon. So we'll post a link on there and we'll be live. So sorry about a couple of folks did not get the link in the chat. So we working on that to make sure everybody get notified. So let me go ahead and play this video with my Instagram. Woo, my, I wish I could get up and shout this morning. But everybody sleeps, so I want everybody to get their rest. I wish I can just get up and shout. Oh, my. It's the morning time. If somebody want to get up and shout right now, if somebody want to get up and sing a gospel song, hit that link if you're. Here we go.
Or are you going to clock in and stop bothering everybody? Your mouth? It ain't, because you told me 2 days ago that you put your 2-week notice in and I'm going to hold you to it. The store manager knows and the other manager. Do what you're told. I didn't threaten nothing. You talk too much. And the district manager told me about you. You can't run this company. Do what's expected. Nothing. Do you want me to tell you to clock out and go home? I'll tell you now. And I text my district manager now. You don't run nothing. You're an associate. Go home. Now. Nothing. Go home now. Now. Get out of this store. Get out. Get out.
Yeah, we got something.
Get out. Don't say nothing to no one and get out of here. Nothing. Get out. The corporate has told me about you and you don't run it. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. It's enough. My corporate has warned me about her. Sir, I'm the manager. My district manager told me about her. Go ahead. Or are you
Get out. Get out. Baby, that cashier didn't have on no teeth. She had on her wig. That I was looking at the cashier snag or two. But the way how he told that employee, get out. I am the manager. Get out. You can't get some of these queens authority. Look how he was clowning in that Dollar Tree. You get some of these queens some authority. Good googity moogly. Get out. I talked to the district manager. Get out. Get out. Get out of this store. Get out. Now, if she would have called him some of the F words, it would have been warranted. In Dollar Tree, you acting like that's a fortune. Well, it probably is a fortune. You acting like that's Google, a good old top of the line establishment. Got that cashier up there, that wig and no teeth, disturbing me like that. Get out. That couldn't have been me. I would have to rebuke that man. I said, sir, sit down somewhere. You don't talk to that woman like that. How dare you talk to that woman like that? You just a manager. You ain't her daddy. Slavery is over. Sit yourself down. You don't talk to that woman like that. Who you think you are just because you a manager in Dollar General, and that gives you the fact to talk to her like that. Talk to that woman like that. I would have said something. I'm sorry. I would have said something. Think you the CEO. You ain't the CEO. You just a manager, and you don't act like that. Some of y'all get an authority, and y'all take that manager, supervisor to y'all head like your guard. You ain't that. Could let you get sick or fall down, break your leg. You gonna get replaced. Now your job probably over with the way how you dog that woman out. You embarrass yourself, and that woman should sue you for emotional distress. She should definitely sue you, and definitely should sue that lady for standing there with that wig and no teeth. She should get sued as well. You don't talk to your employees like that. It's the way that you do it. You handle that privately, and you have a professional conversation. Supposed to have some class and authority about yourself. You don't abuse your authority. If I was that manager, I would have talked to the man. Said, sister, you're doing things that are against company policy, whatever it is, but you handle it professionally. And now in the situation that we in with men in authority, now you need a woman or a witness in the office, because I don't think it's appropriate for a man to be in an office with a female employee anymore. Not in this daytime. You need another woman in the office, or somebody and some witnesses in that office. Due to the time, things have changed. So you need a witness there just to cover yourself. And you get corporate involved and let them advise you how to handle that matter. But the way how you did it is totally against company policy. You don't talk like that in front of her and humiliate that woman publicly. That don't make you a man talking like that. Sit down somewhere. I rebuke you. Put some bass in your voice. I would have said all that in that thing. I would have rebuked him. He'd have got some bass in his voice. I would have rebuked him in that. I would have. Right there in that stove, he would have got rebuked. With authority, he would have got rebuked. That wasn't nothing but the enemy made that man act ignorant like that. He ain't use of authority. And he need to be demoted, snatched. That title need to be snatched. And she need to get the title of manager. He don't need to be nobody, man. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. I guarantee you ain't gonna talk to me like that. We gonna be in there arguing. I'm gonna rebuke that man so sharply, it gonna go viral, the things I'm gonna say. Because the Bible said you don't talk. I'll quote some scriptures. I talked about him so bad. A lot of stuff I would have said to that man, but I can't say it now. Saying now that community would be right now, but I would have said it in that store. You don't talk to that woman like that. Get somewhere and sit down. I would have. That lady that had that wig and no teeth should have got up and pulled out her belt and spanked him. How that woman standing there. Look at that woman standing right there with that wig and she ain't had no teeth. Standing right there. One of the guys did speak up. I think he said she ain't no slave. He spoke up a little bit, but I would have spoke up with some authority. I would have. I'm going to be honest with you. So call in if you want to get your thoughts on that video. I understand they're going to talk to that woman. I just don't like that because that it don't the way how he did that. And it's like he was doing that because he really think that he right and you so wrong. Some things that you do is not what you do, it's how you do it. That wasn't the time or the place to do that, to address that. You handle that privately. No manager, no supervisor should talk to you so negative around other employees like that. That to me is out of order. Shouldn't do that in a meeting. You drag an employee like that. You don't do stuff like that. It's the way that you handle stuff. Have some authority, but have class. Do it class. Have some integrity. Some of these YouTubers act like that. Cut my limits. Don't show yourself on camera. Sit in the corner. You know, they do all that type of stuff. They be having that aggressive attitude. They couldn't even come on camera. I thought about somebody. I ain't gonna say no name, but I thought about this brother. I put him in my prayer. I said he want to come on camera. He want to be seen. He want to be seen. He got to be in a corner, someone creeped up in a corner just with a microphone. Let him get some camera time. Let people see how he look. Got him creeped up in the corner somewhere. And that's supposed to be your papa. Let papa come to the light. He wants some camera time too. Folks just want to be the only one. Are you ashamed of him? Don't be ashamed of your man. So what if he look better than you and his forehead ain't wrinkled? His forehead ain't wrinkled. Let him see. We want to see how he look. I told you, don't talk about me. Not even on your radio show until you show yourself on camera. Don't you talk about me on no radio show. How you gonna mention me on the radio show? And he watched me thoroughly. See, one thing about him, he watches me. He used to call into my show. He called into my show a couple of times. He watches me. He watched me thoroughly. He be telling him what I be saying. He watches the Wiley Show. He like how I look. He think I'm funny. You know you don't supposed to be having it. Get up out that kitchen cooking all that breakfast for him while he's sitting there drunk. You ain't got to stand in that kitchen standing there. Let him cook you some breakfast sometime. I know you get tired doing all that work. He be in the basement telling you, baby, Papa, cook me some bacon. You be up there slaving in that kitchen. Papa, bring me some more liquor. You got to working a 16-hour shift. You struggling down that basement. You can't even get no camera time. You creeped up in the corner somewhere. Anytime you need, you got to breathe some product. Baby, I need a refill. Have the audacity to talk about me and you ain't got no stamina. I'll be saying, you get up and get your own drink. I'm tired of doing that. You don't want to give me no camera time. And then they were talking. They said, yeah, I get so mad at you. I got to go to another room. And sometimes I just leave out and I'll walk. Get him out. Come on up out of that corner. It was a song they used to sing. Come on out of that corner. You can't hide. Come on out of that corner. You can't hide. Come on out of that corner. You can't hide. Come on out of that corner. You sure can't hide. Come on out of that corner. You can't hide. Come on out of that corner. You can't hide. Hallelujah. Some of these folks want to put their man in the corner. because they know if I put them on Front Street, they're going to get, I'm a loser. I talk so much mess about everybody else's boyfriend and husband. I put my man on camera, they're going to immediately get dragged. That's why they don't show that man. And if I was somewhere, if it was a storm, if my name was a storm, you know, I would take notes. Man, please, you see they don't creep up over here. My read's so effective, they can't even say my name. I ain't say their name, though. Very effective. Oh, Lord, let's go. What time is it? We've been on here for an hour and 35 minutes. But what I want y'all to know that no matter what people do, don't lose your focus. Keep going. Don't get distracted. How you doing? Good morning. Don't get distracted because people do stuff. They just blowing stuff. They blowing grease and dirt and sweat in my way. And I'm keep going. I'm just on focus. I'm on track. They want to sidetrack me. Nope. They post on their community wall that they got blocked from Wiley. You know you pitiful if Wiley block you. Wiley block you? The cockeyed Wiley, he blocked you? You got blocked from the Wiley Show? But then your friend say he don't deal with Wiley. What you over there for? These folks just be doing stuff. And did your friend say he put Wiley in the contract? So why you over there? You moving funny. You messing with the uppity ops. Sit down somewhere. I done took people friends and they talking about me more than they talking about their friend. They talking about the uppity ops. Every time you go to their page, uppity ops, they get their highest views. They can talk about their friend. They don't get the views that they get talking about me. I done took their friend. Now they literally scrambling to get a new friend, okay? Because why they took my friend? I snatched him up. Made him a new man, gave him a little bit of a personality. He got a tad bit more of a personality. He was sitting with his friend for weeks and months. Didn't even have no personality. Couldn't come up with a formula. But he talked about the uppity op. Talk about Wiley. I done snatched his friend. Your friend gone. Now he got to scramble, get him a new friend. But Lord. It's just something, right? Did all that talk. We don't mess with the uppity ops. Then you go to this page, all he talk about is the uppity ops. He talk about me so much that they don't even talk about the person with all the subscribers, though. They just talk about Wiley. Grease and sweat just all over. Lord have mercy. What was y'all saying in the chat? It's morning time. So when I said, y'all talk about Brother Wiley, and the higher you go up, the more people gonna talk about you. They did a surviving Cardi B, and she's a millionaire. They dug up some things about Cardi B. She got successful. Now, when she was a stripper, when she was out there with the crooked tooth, the cracked tooth, you ain't hear nothing about no surviving Cardi B. But once she became famous and came out with that song, Black That Yellow, whatever how that said, Kodak Black, whatever, Black That Yellow, whenever she came out and became and gotten power and influence in the industry, then surviving Cardi B creeped up because she got successful. I'm not even successful yet. Baba, shut up. I don't even have articles. I got one article written about me, but I don't even have articles written about my show, and I'm already getting resistance campaigns. I thought that you got to wait till you get on Gossip or the Ricky Smiley show to get that. Before I get on there, I'm already getting the resistance. You can't be famous if people don't talk about you. So people gonna talk about you. It was a time when nobody would talk about Wiley. Now everybody is talking about Wiley. Talk about Wiley so much. The people that say they won't never mention my name, they mention my name so much on their radio show. To build up their radio show, they talk about Wiley. And they mention Wiley over there. Tasha K talk about Wiley. Jason Lee talk about Wiley. At least I give them respect. I don't care if they manic or unmanic or one wearing some weave in the hair, one drink wine. At least they put some respect on my name. At least they say my name. And they get mad. He upset and mad because Tasha K said Wiley's name. And that's just the beginning. It's gonna come to the point. Nicki Minaj gonna say Wiley name. Cardi B gonna be saying Wiley name. Wendy Williams gonna be saying Wiley name. Then you really gonna be mad. And how they gonna do it? Your own fans say she's talking about Wiley. She on the Wiley show. And that's the day you think you're gonna jump up out the bushes so you can get some clout. That's gonna be the day you're gonna be blocked. So you won't get no clout. You're gonna have to super chat your way to the top. You got to cash up your way to get unblocked. Because you're going to try to creep up out the bushes when Cardi B come on my show, or when Nicki Minaj come on my show, or when Wendy Williams come on my show, or when Brandy come up on my show, or when MC Hammer come up on my show. Then you're going to try to creep up out the bushes and talk. That'll be the day you're going to be blocked. And the people talking, fake news won't prosper. I only come on your chat. I only come out of the bushes because it's good business. Man, sit down somewhere. Hush. What's up? How you doing? What up, everybody in the chat? How y'all doing this lovely morning show? I danced with MC Hammer. I was right there. You see me with this grin on my face? I need to fact check that. I don't know. I'm going to fact check it. And who checking for MC Hammer? When the last time I heard about an MC Hammer, he filed for bankruptcy. Last time I remember something about MC Hammer, they done ran off and took all his money. He spent all his money. His friend took his money. A lot of people took from him. His financial advisor was robbing him. He got robbed pretty much. They took all his money. Hammer. Just as broke as he can be. Allegedly. That last time that ain't nothing to brag about. Look at me. Smiling. Yeah, you met up with Brandy, but you dragged her and talked about it. You talk about how sad, depressing she was sounding. You didn't drag Brandy. She should have told you to sign an NDA, just didn't drag Brandy. So 20-some years ago, you there with, and you in the back. That reminded me when you was on Wendy Williams up yonder in the nosebleed section. Can't say who he said my name for clout. I didn't say your name. I didn't say no name. So you can't even say I said your name. Nope. Who you doing? You up in the corner somewhere, up yonder. Thought you was go sit up in the front. Wendy Williams humbled you. Said in the bleed section. You ain't humble enough to sit up in the front. Sit up there in that back until you humble yourself. You ain't passed the Wiley test yet. So until you pass the Wiley test, then you can sit in front. To the end, nosebleed section, you go right in the corner. Ooh-wee. How you doing? Wendy Williams said I had on a good looking jacket. Wendy Williams didn't say that. Where your receipt at that Wendy Williams said that? Liar. How Wendy Williams saw that and you got to the Wendy Williams show late? That was your words. You said your moderator didn't wake up in time, got late, was arguing with the Uber, arguing with the taxi cab driver. Y'all got there real late. So how you get that late and Wendy Williams get that early to do pre-production meetings? How she see you in the line, you didn't got that late? Sit down. So, that story don't make sense, sir. You think you gonna boost that up? Then I listened to what you said. I watched the show thoroughly from beginning, middle, and end. Yeah, we got up. In my mind, I said, I'm gonna just be quiet because she argued with the taxi cab driver. They don't know where they're going. If you go into a Wendy Williams show, you need to get up early in the morning. See, with me, I wouldn't have missed it. I get up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm there before anybody step in that line. Because when I went to go see Brandy, I told the people that I brought, the two dusty broke queens that I took, scam queens that I took with me in my car, my 2012 Nissan Sentra with the silver trims. When I filed bankruptcy, I was able to get that car. We went there. We got up early in the morning. We got to that place in Baltimore, Maryland, when they had the African Fest. I got there so early. And we saw Brandy while they was still setting up. She was doing her "The Boy Is Mine." She was doing her sound check. Turn me up. How you guys? We said that waving. Yeah, we was there early. Because you get there early. That's how you meet folks. Get there real early. I learned that a long time ago. Don't be getting that late. Get there early. You get you a good spot. But you can't get up early when you sitting there drinking with your moderator, drinking all day, drinking liquor and cheap lemons, sucking on lemons and doing all that drinking. Of course, you're going to oversleep. See, I don't drink. See, when I get up and I get up early, I drink coffee and cold water. I don't sit there and drink all that cheap liquor. With sucking on lemons, you'll be missing everything. You're gonna be slumped over. You can't say, well, he said my name. I didn't say your name. I'm talking about your characteristics in your spirit. Dusty Bro Scarecrow. Yes, that's what it was. Ooh, wow. Let me see if we got any callers. Nope. 12 more minutes. And we'll close. I'll close it in 12 more minutes. Let me play the intro one more time.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity
for the show.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't go. Keep it going.
All right. So I filed for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That was way back in the day. I had a lot of debt, Social Security debt. I had a lot of debt. So I did a Chapter 7. Yeah, that's definitely what I had. Did a Chapter 7. So yes, that's what we did. And I got the car and we went and traveled and we went to go see Brandy, right? Not knowing that a couple of years later at the what was that? At the mini bar, I believe that was the name of the place that we went. The name of the place was Mini Bar up somewhere in Boys Town. My friend was the CEO of a company, of a party promotion company. He promoting clubs. Now the clubs that he was for, Brandy was booked, her and her mother, for the Women's Expo for a couple of years back in Chicago. And I knew her PR person personally. And I told them, I said, I can help y'all get Brandy. They didn't believe me. I said, but let me get you in contact with her publicist, with her, somebody on her team. I think he's a publicist or whatever he does. But he have direct contact with Brandy. Got it. It worked out. They were able to book her. They called me, said, wow, you were right. We got her. we want you to come and take some pictures and you could do interviews and all that type of stuff. And that was a time where I wasn't really serious about my craft. I didn't know what to do. I just went there. So some of the pictures I took is on my Instagram, but you got to go all the way back a couple of years and you definitely will see it. So I was so happy that I was able to talk to Brandy, and she the one that told me, "Oh, baby, you don't need your sunglasses unless you want it. Don't be ashamed of your eye. You good. You look good." Because I used to always wear sunglasses. I was so ashamed of my eye when I was out in public. I would wear my shades. I would be so ashamed of my eye. I'd be up in the club with dark shades, and I was so ashamed of my eye. Yes, I was. But because I didn't know that I was a part of my gift. I did not know that I is a part of my trademark. Did not know it. I did not get this eye. I was born with it. That's part of my gift. People love to look at people with cross eye because they make them talk more. Oh, he got a cross eye. Keep focus. You know, who that cockeyed man you watching, baby? That's Wiley. Folks falling in love with me. Baby, my DMs be popping. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people in my DMs. Some of them be having blue checks. They be watching the Wiley Show. And I'll be shocked. I'm like, y'all, you watch me? They love watching the Wiley Show. They said, don't say my name, you know, because I'm controversial. I'm kind of ignorant because after that Jason Lee piece, them celebrities say you know how to drag Jason. You so funny. Keep going. It was a celebrity with a blue check told me to do thumbnails. Sebly got in my DM and she told me, you need to do some thumbnails. So we got the connect to help us with that. It was with a blue check. I get blue checks in my DMs too. It ain't hard. You keep being funny and tagging them celebrities on your videos. They'll be in your DMs. After that Jason Lee piece, it was some celebrities in that DM. Man, you so funny. You know how to address Jason. At least you ain't lie. You say what we all say about him. Wiley's a gift as he finds his talent and shares it with the world. Yes, that was real cool of Brandy. When you interview her, she would love that story. Yes, when I interview, she would love that story, and she told me that. And I love Brandy. I really I love that sister. I really do. I just had a celebrity associate, a friend, different people. This particular person hit my DM. They're going through something. They asking me for advice, but the people that they know in the business, very successful people they know, but they asked me for some advice, and I gave it to them because I'm not intimidated. I don't care who you know, who you associate with. You hit my DM, I'm gonna give you some advice. And this person said, you should be a manager. Well, I said, whatever it is, whatever God has for me, it's going to do it. But I gave that person some advice. Because they hit me up in my DM. You know, I hit people up in their DMs. You know what I'm saying? I tag them in certain different things. And I'm learning the Instagram role. I study people formulas. I learned from it that Instagram is a very powerful tool. And all that type of stuff. Very, very powerful tool. So we thank you all for that. You know, we thank you everything for that. That was, you know, so I love that point. So we post a little bit more content on Instagram, and most of it be Wiley featured on the videos, not other celebrities. Because when I go on my page, I want you to see me, Wiley. So I try to get the best videos and put it on Instagram. So that's what we do. Then, of course, we got my Facebook family. Then we got Instagram. In a couple of more weeks, we're gonna go back on Periscope because we was streaming on all three platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. So eventually we're gonna go back to Periscope. So, but as right now we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and then we're gonna roll out Periscope as well on my Periscope family. But we thank you to Facebook, and thank you to YouTube. It is 7:04 in the morning on the East Coast, 6:04 in the morning. So I don't know if some of y'all at work or whatnot, but I'm glad y'all took the time out to watch Wiley. I am so glad that y'all came on this lovely morning on this show, and everything like that. So we thank you all so very much. This is just the camera and the web and the laptop that I have, but you know, we're working on getting other cameras and different stuff. Like I said, we got a green screen coming. Someone else is going to help us get another mic, and we're going to get another camera. So we're working on it. But until then, we're going to sit here and encourage you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, because StreamYard is a good way. It's 4 a.m. out here on the West Coast. Shout out to the people that's on the West Coast. It's 4 a.m. where y'all at. Folks be on the West Coast talking about Wiley. It's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they talking about Wiley. And I said, why I'm getting all these subscriptions? They must be talking about me. You should put together a social media masterclass membership program. Yeah, one day I would. You know, if I land in the spirit, I definitely would do so. But we thank each and every one of the people. We had so many masters of their of social media masters came on the program, and we thank them. And so we thank all of them that came on our show, you know, daytime, tea time. We had Lovely T. No, Lovely T never came on. I'm sorry. We had Tasha on, you know, of course, Storm, of course, Mr. Wiggins. You know, we had some big, powerful people on Wiley Show. And some of these folks came on early when I didn't even have 1,000 subs. They were on the show, right? And so we thank Raheem Devon, you know, he was on the show. We had Tamika Scott was on the show. And of course, we interviewed, in my early years before YouTube, we interviewed Jackie Christie, Trina Braxton, and all of those people came on the show. And that was even before I even was known on YouTube, right? So I thank God for everybody that I've interviewed on there, even folks that on the Chasing Reality show. I think it's Akira, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce the artist's name, but you know, that intro for Chasing Atlanta show, that I know the artist that sang on that record. I interviewed her. I think it's Akira, if I'm not mistaken. And she did a record with Brad McKnight, so I interviewed her. So we had independent artist T-Bars with a Z, the rapper, right? We had independent artists on our show. So we thank God for everybody that came on. We even had a rapper came on from the Bahamas, Shanton, came on the show. So we thank for that. Thank you for the entertainment to start my workday. Yes, thank you. Are you going to do a 10K celebration? Of course, we're going to do a 10K celebration. Yeah, we're going to do it. We definitely going to do a 10K celebration. Yep. Let me see in here. I can't wait for it. You know, well, we're going to keep working on it. We're not rushing, and we being patient. And we love it. Like, if you all missed today's show, you missed an incredible, good show. And the reason why our show is long is not that we just talk about Beyonce for 2 hours. We talk about the celebrity gossip first, and we get to the rest is me doing story time, me joking, saying a couple of jokes, and that's it. That's pretty much what we do over here. And I love doing a celebrity gossip piece because with the celebrities, they pique their interest, and I get a message with it, right? I give a stand where I stand, give my point of 60 seconds perspective on the situation. I analyze the situation and I move on. I don't take any of this stuff personal, right? Because this is just my job. This is my duty to you all. And once I'm done with it, I'm done with it. You know, I don't get on the phone they'll be like, be mad and angry. No, because this is a gift and I share it with the world, and I thank God for it. And I even thank God for the people that even take time out to contribute to our show. If you want to be notified when we go live, the number is 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. And of course, we want to thank you for that. Thank you, Wiley, making our days interesting. You bring the entertainment, celebrity news, be safe to drama, men health, church, advice, everyday life. You speak to all of us. Thank you.
10 seconds.
Get into this outro. Let me see. Do I got the outro that I can play? Give me a second. Let me let y'all listen to this right quick. I'm trying to get the soundboard too, but until the end, we're working on some stuff. Listen to the outro, y'all. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MARQUISCWILEY 28. Hit us up at PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.
Let me play that again. Let me play that outro again. Let me play it again.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MARQUISCWILEY 28. Hit us up at PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.
Okay. Okay. Drop some eye emojis in the comments. Okay. Oh, shout out to my team. Shout out to my team. Oh God, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah, so we've been doing some great things over here. I always stay working, making deals, making things happen, being an executive producer, having folks to working with talented creators, and we make sure that we do a good job over here. And I thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. Oh gosh, so people give me a budget. Sometimes people say, "Hey, this was expenses." I say, "Okay, let me put that towards the budget." Get an intro and an outro, right? Because we have a radio show format as well as live streaming. So a lot of times I'm going to try to put these shows on like a podcast or a different way if you want to stream it in your car. We're trying to work on doing the radio shows and different things. We don't want to do too much because we do enough. But yeah, now he need a disclaimer intro. Yeah, this is a disclaimer. We definitely need a disclaimer intro. Definitely right disclaimer because they take what I say so real. This is an entertainment show. I do story time. Some of the stuff. It's entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only, and they sit here and they dissect every story time that I do. They definitely do it. See, they need bells and whistles and backflips and all of that. I get up and share and do stories, and I do it on a regular. A lot of people can't stand that I can just sit in my chair. Excuse me. I can sit in my chair and I definitely can do story time. A lot of people can't. They can't stand that. They can't stand that. Why you just sit down and do some stories? So we gonna be back in a few hours. Well, probably in an hour or so. I'll get together, get my thumbnails together. We're gonna come back and do another video. But thank y'all so very much, and I will see y'all later.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MARQUISCWILEY 28. Hit us up at PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.